She thinks she heard something on the phone she shouldn't have, and really doesn't know what to do about it now.
When you need advice, come to Ben and Kelly. It's group therapy on 99.7 DJX.
So yeah, we'll keep you anonymous, but good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Hey, thank you, first of all, for allowing us to talk to you about this, because I know it's probably pretty tough.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. It's kind of been eating me up for a couple months now. So, yeah.
All right, well, let's dive in.
Yeah, so basically a couple months ago, my mom was on this girls' trip or whatever. So we were on the phone and we were catching up. I was talking to her about it.
Mm-hmm.
And basically we both thought that we hung up the phone, but neither one of us did. And it was after, I guess, 15 minutes or something, I started hearing some sort of noises, and I couldn't figure out where it was coming from. And that's when I realized that my phone was still connected. And so I go to get it, and I'm, starting to listen.
Mm-hmm.
And as I start listening, it starts becoming pretty clear that my mom was having some sort of steamy encounter with somebody who was not my dad.
Did you say did you say a steamy encounter?
Yeah.
Like you heard those noises?
It's what you're thinking. Yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
I know. And so, I mean,
was it like a TV? Are you sure it wasn't like some sort of show that she was watching?
Yeah, like a movie?
Well, so that's what I was kind of trying to listen for that. But there were names said. There were no music or anything. And no, so I don't think it was a TV or anything, you know?
Mm.
So, yeah, I don't know. I've just kind of been at a loss of what to do. You know,
I'm assuming your parents are still married, right?
Yeah, and that's what I was going to say. My parents are still married. They've been together my whole life. I actually live with them right now,
mm-hmm.
and I've never seen anything to make me question their devotion or love for one another. You know, my dad is still head over heels for my mom, and I don't know. I'm kind of at a loss right now.
Yeah, that sounds devastating.
Yeah, and I live with them, and I've been just carrying around this secret almost, and I don't know. From what I can tell, my dad is still so devoted to my mom and everything, and I don't know what to do.
So I'm assuming your mom came back from this girls' trip, and you know, obviously everything was fine at home. Yeah, everything was fine, and now I'm just I have this knowledge. She doesn't know I have this knowledge. He doesn't know I have this knowledge. And I've just been going out of my mind. I've been going crazy.
So you've been thinking, do I need to ask mom about it?
Exactly. Do I ask mom about it, or do I tell my dad first, or do I just stay out of it and mind my own business, you know? So, yeah.
Well, I don't think you go to your dad first. I think just to ease your mind, get clarification from your mom first if you're going to say no.
No, I this is where I disagree with you, Kelly.
Really?
I'd say you stay out of it.
Oh.
That is between your parents, and you don't know the situation.
Well, then how does she get it out of her mind, though?
Go to counseling, drink. I don't know.
Stop. You're not. No.
Because I don't know. Yeah, there's a lot of things that parents do that kids don't need to be aware of.
I feel like we need to open it up, get some other opinions, because obviously I'm sure we're probably confusing you being with us having two different opinions.
Kelly's like, yes, you need to mention this to your mom. And I'm like, no, leave it alone.
Yeah, because also it's I'm not really a kid anymore, you know. Yes, I'm living with them, but
yeah,
I'm an adult now, you know?
Right.
So.
Well, yeah, I think that's why you just kind of, and just organically kind of think, hey, I need to ask you about something, and just tell her what happened, because, I mean, it is innocent enough. Your phone just didn't hang up.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I think there's a valid way to bring that up.
Hang out. We're getting a lot of people chiming in, and maybe, we can get a little bit more clarity for you here in the next few minutes. And then if you would, could you follow up with us next week and we check in with you, see how everything's going?
Yeah, I can do that.
All right. I appreciate, again, you talking to us, and I'm sorry that you're having to go through this, and hopefully we can help you out.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing what everybody says, so thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I feel like we're on opposite ends of this, that we are playing opposite roles than we typically play, because I'm the non-confrontational person. Like I would, I'd just ignore it, but you're the one saying that. And realize if she does ignore it and doesn't say anything, then we don't get a follow-up.
Well, you have a point. All right.
Now, see, Leslie, she agrees with you. She said, I feel like I'd take this one to the grave. Stephanie, though, is like me. Tell her what you heard. Weirdest thing, Mom. And don't ask any questions. Just stay silent after and watch her. Her body language and mannerisms will reveal what you need to know. LOL.
Interesting.
Might even start trying to defend herself.
I mean, I would, even just the thought of it, want to burn my eyes out and ears.
Yes.
And right, exactly. So, all right, 502.
Yes, we don't want to think of our parents in that way.
Right, 571-9970. Back with your suggestions and calls next on 9970 JX. So kind of an interesting group therapy. By accident, our listener overheard her mom on the phone in the middle of a, quote, steamy encounter that wasn't with her dad.
She said there were names said, and, she was listening to maybe try to determine, was this a movie or something like that, but she's pretty sure it was not a movie.
Yeah, she's all like, hey, do I confront my mom? Do I confront my dad? Do I ignore it? What do I do? And Kelly and I are both kind of on opposite sides on this, so this is where we kind of turn to you.
Yeah, there's a lot of opinions. Many people, I think, are saying you need to get some clarification from Mom. Like, you need to, first of all, just confirm you heard what you think you heard before you do anything else.
Jared says, act dumb. Just tell her your phone was still connected and you heard stuff, but act like it was funny or something.
Yeah, maybe not, be so confrontational about it. Gerald says, I'm pretty sure she was just stirring the macaroni she brought along for a snack.
That's probably what it was.
That's probably what it was.
Yeah, those sounds, that's exactly what that was. Hi, Andrew.
Good morning, Ben. How are you, buddy?
Oh, pretty good. I'm doing better than our caller was.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Andrew, the Love Doctor, what's your thought on this?
I heard for her. It's rough. The first and foremost thing is Kelly, and Ben, I love you, buddy, I do, but Kelly's absolutely right. She cannot go on bearing this burden in her head. That will burden her for years. If nothing ever comes of it, she could live with that for 5, 10, 15, 20 years. It's going to be a problem for her. She needs to go to her mom, have a conversation, say, hey, this is what I heard. I don't know what's going on. I just wanted to let you know I've not told anybody else. Can you kind of help me navigate this, because it concerns me, and it's been weighing heavily on my mind, and I need to talk to you about it. That's the conversation she's got to have with her mom, and she's got to have it sooner than later. Life is stressful enough with everything going on, and then to have that in your own household every single day, seeing your parents together, acting like everything is kosher. Kelly's spot on. You got to get this out in the open with her mom. Can't bury that burden. That's too much for a young lady like that. It really is,
Yeah,
guys.
just get clarification, and then you can figure out how to deal with what, is actually happening.
And then if her mom decides to do whatever she wants to do, then that's where Ben's right. That's between the adults. But at least she's voiced her opinion, gotten it off her chest, and, hey, I know what's going on or what's happened. So, yeah, Kelly, you're spot on. And Ben, buddy, I love you, but she's right here.
All right, Andrew, the Love Doctor, appreciate it.
Keep on loving, guys.
All right. Man, there are, it's pretty split
between our listeners who are commenting on text and on the Facebook post, just between, getting clear. I think everybody's saying don't talk to dad.
Yes, 100%. No one is saying go talk to dad first because you need to be sure about what it is that you heard. Bethany said from experience, you have to talk to your mom about it or eventually it will severely impact your relationship and trust with her. Be gentle, but tell her what you heard and ask directly. But be potentially ready for some realizations you would never have thought you'd have to hear. This may or may not come, but there's also no undoing this. And please don't do what I did and wait until you're angry and need years of therapy to get over it.
I don't know if you open that can of worms.
I feel like you need to get some, because there could be another explanation and that could ease your mind so you can move on. But if you're just going to make up what you think was happening, and then, try to deal with that from now on, or I just feel like she's never going to be able to figure out how to process it and move forward if she doesn't get clarification about what it is she heard.
Okay. Well, I think we got a lot of opinions, at least. The 100% accurate opinion is don't talk to dad first, whatever you do.
Yes, 100%, because we don't need to upset or involve dad if, in fact, that wasn't what happened.
Yeah.
But I think, maybe some counseling is going to be in line to help her figure out, all right, how do I get this out of my head and maintain her relationship with her parents? Because regardless, if that happened, it does not involve her. But she's got to figure out how to deal with now that.
All right. Well, hey, again, thank you for talking to us, and hopefully it works out for you. And we look forward to the follow-up. And that's Group Therapy.